Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on FET. I'm here on the larger time frame chart for Fetch.AI. And well, guess what? The move to the upside here is still, well, possible, but the market has not given us a bottoming signal here locally, especially after that crash, right, on the 10th of October. Well, after that or since then, the market has been suffering without any clear signal of recovery. So what we need to see next is a break above certain resistance levels to indicate that this uptrend is continuing. Now, don't get me wrong, there is currently a local downtrend from the March 2024 high, and yeah, we've landed in a standard support area for such a corrective pullback, which we can call a B wave. But the correction has been lasting like 1.5 years, right? There was a case, for a bullish recovery from the April low, but as you know, the October low messed it all up. The October crash messed it all up. And so the market needs to give us new evidence for a low. We're now in a larger support area, and I haven't seen enough to say that we've bottomed, okay? I have highlighted the last 1.5 weeks constantly in these videos that the market remains in a very unstable condition, very fragile and very messy. So we need to understand what those resistances are that the market now needs to break in order to, let's say, confirm and be more positive about a potential upside recovery, right? Now, I have to say, when we start to recover from here, then we want to see at least a break above the level where the selling volume to the downside started to kick in. And this is the 50-cent level, which is this green line. We're going to zoom in a minute. And then above that, I've got the upper green line at $1, psychological level as well, and the swing high of this so-called B wave. Now, it would really be good if we can hold the support area that I will show you on the smaller time frame, because if we can't, the risk is that the market drops to 8 cents, maybe 4.5 cents. So let's go to the short-term chart for FET. And, well, you can see that we are still in a decline. Now, I was looking for maybe a larger B wave. I'm quite concerned that we didn't get that, I have to say. Now, this leaves me with a couple of options. This is obviously the smaller time frame. You see the 50-cent level up here. And I have to repeat again, until we break above it, the pressure is downward. Yeah. Now, the concern is this move to the downside looks like 5 waves down now. From the recovery rally, or from the top after this recovery rally, where the price topped around 43 cents, we've already declined like 47% again. I'm concerned that we only got this weak bounce. Now, it reached resistance, so I shouldn't complain, but it's weak. It's weak. So one scenario is this. I'm just tracking here what we need to see for a potential recovery and what support is. We have seen that B wave bounce, and we could be in a C wave to the downside now. But I have to say, I'm quite concerned, because if this was the A wave and this was the B wave, then the B wave was super weak. And the C wave might take us down to the 100% extension, which is around 18 cents. So that's the risk here. Yeah, 18 cents. That's the 100% extension. Because a C wave and an A wave, they often have a similar, they have a similar length. Now there is one other scenario I'm considering that is not necessarily better, though. It's not. Because in most cases, A waves are 3-wave movements. Now, whenever I get an A wave in a 5-wave move, I'm a bit concerned, because it's normally quite bearish, but this would also be a possibility. We might still get a larger B wave, yeah? That would help, because the higher the B wave, the higher the chance that we're going to hold support in a C wave. But I'm concerned about this one. So it could be that the A wave is still unfolding, right? And maybe it finishes here, but then resistance is 28.7 cents to 37.2 cents. The problem is, though, whenever the A wave is 5 waves, the B wave is typically also weak. So normally when the A wave is a 3-wave move, the B is a bit stronger. But the fact that this was quite weak, I mean, yeah, I'm quite neutral between these two scenarios. If we now start to see some upside momentum come in, this here would be the standard resistance area to watch for a B wave, and ideally it's going to be high. Yeah, I'm not very impressed by price action here. Looks really weak. It's a 5-wave decline. It is a 5-wave decline. If it continues more directly, then we might get to 18 cents, and then we can try to form a low there. Anyway, without any 5-wave move up and break above 37.2 cents at least, there is no confirmation for a low, and we have to remain very cautious, and the pressure remains downward. That's the update on FET. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then make sure you also follow us on X for additional charts and updates. I'll leave a link for you guys in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.